Hello, this is MU Games Master, and today we're going to set up Outrun 2. I take it you've got the links already from the original video to download the game, the fixes, the patches, but also we need to do two other things. So I'm going to put these links in the description, and we need to download the force feedback plugin. So I'll just set that up. And we want the very top one, FFB Arcade plugin 1.7b 7-zip. So just click on it, it'll download, save it somewhere, and then we're going to extract that shortly. And what I do, I normally extract that into my TechnoParrot folder, so I've got all the plugins for all the games, especially the driving games basically, at hand when I need them. The second link is C++, which you'll need for the force feedback to work correctly. And I can't copy this, one moment. There we go. Just bear with me. So if we click on the left here on download and then select a server, I'm in the UK, so just choose UK. We're going to save that folder as well, and we're going to extract that a bit later on. The links will be in the description, by the way. So we've downloaded all these from the video that I've put on previously. This is your main Outrun folder, the game. It's a resolution patcher for 4K. The data is your old music from the original 1986 game, your shader fix and your car shadow fix. These are pretty straightforward, just copy them into everything goes into the Jennifer folder basically, as you'll see. So into the game folder, disk 0, Jennifer. Okay, so the resolution patcher I've already copied in. When you run this, you can just change to whatever resolution you're going to go to, and then you click on patch and it will patch this file which we're going to use to run the game in TechnoParrot. The force feedback settings, so I go to my force feedback plugin that I downloaded, and as I say, I extracted this into TechnoParrot folder, as you can see, and it will have all your games that it supports. So we're going to Outrun 2 Special Tours Deluxe Custom, copy all those, and again we're going to copy them into the Outrun 2 disk 0 Jennifer folder. As you see, they're already there. Right, so that's the force feedback stuff done. So the data, copy them. The shader fix, you copy that into the Jennifer folder, shader, FS, just copy all those into the file system in the original game. Okay. So now we're going to fire up TechnoParrot. We're going to add the game, which I've already done already, so I don't need to do that. Also settings, we're going to need these 4 ticked. Then we're going to save the settings and then go back. So as you can see, I've already set Outrun 2 up. You'll see this once you've added the game yourself. Now we're going to go to the game settings. The file that I'm running again is in the Outrun 2 game folder, disk 0 Jennifer, and it's the patched version because I'm using it at 4K, and that is, if you use the original one, it will only display at 13 something 768. So make sure you're using the patched one if you're running at an up-rated resolution. Also we want input off, free play on, sun height. I've tried messing about with this, but it doesn't really, I can't see any effect on the game. I've had it at 100, I've had it on 200, I set it at 900 at the moment. So we're going to save these settings and we're going to click back out. Now controller setup, coin 1, again it's up to you what you use, the buttons for the coins, start button. Your wheel axis, just turn your wheel left. Gas, if you got the pedals, use your gas. Your brake, view change, I use as triangle. Gear up, I use as my paddles on the back of the steering wheel. And once you've done that, save again. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is sort out the plug-in. Right, so this is the Visual C++ runtimes we downloaded earlier. I'm using a 64-bit Windows. I've copied that into my Outrun folder. Wrong one. So I copied that into the Jennifer folder because you have to have it where the executable is for the game, which is in there. And as you can see, I've already installed that already. If you haven't got all of those redistributables, I would run them all. There's a little batch file that does every single one for you, because it will help you with a lot of other games as well and a lot of other emulators. Okay, so we've done that. Now we need to set up the plugin. So we double click on the force feedback setup, and then first of all you need to select your steering wheel, which I've already done, as you can see, and you'll get this number in the box. Force feedback length, I'll leave at 496. Again, you can mess about with this as much as you want. I try and leave it as standard as I can. Certain games I have lower, some games I have more feedback. Spring strength 92 and enable rumble. This should be set as standard, but you might want to play around if you don't like the feel of the wheel when you're playing the game. So we click on this to go back. You can change, put your gear settings in if you got the gearbox for the G29, and that's all we need on that at the moment. So the next thing we need to do is come to the G29 setup. Now you're going to have to add the game to the profile so it works with the force feedback plugin. Again, you might know this already. Just click on the plus. I'll close that first. Click on the plus up the top. Select the name. Always put Outrun. Again, I've already done this, so I don't need to do it again. You don't need the description, but what you need to do is put the Jennifer file that you're going to run into there. So I'm going to go to my ROMs, Technoparrot, Outrun 2, and that's the game folder. Disk 0, Jennifer, and as you can see, you can't see the Jennifer file, so you have to change this to all files, and then you will see your patched Jennifer file if you are running it at 4K. And just click on that and then click on open and it will add it. Also, I'll go into Technoparrot and add the following. So always add those two as well, because that's how it runs. It runs through Budgie Loader, Outrun 2, because it's a Sega Lindbergh game. So just add those two, open, and then you'll have 3 executables that will run to run the force feedback. So once you've done that, you'll see up the top here, there's my Outrun. It's hard to see really, it's quite small. Just click on it, go to your steering wheel setup, and then you need to change the rotation degrees, otherwise your car just left and right and there's no feedback in the steering wheel at all. So I'll set this to 270 degrees. You can just click on it and type in, delete the 900, change it to 270, then enable centering, and I've set that to 50%, and it gives me quite a good feedback and quite a lot of stability on the car as well. So once you've done that, okay, I've already done it, so I don't have to do it again, and you can close that down, and again you can adjust it to how you like it. So we're in Technoparrot now. We've done the controllers, we've done the game setup. Now we launch the game, but if you're running at 4K, you need to make sure the desktop is set to 100% resize. Otherwise you get a really small box down in the bottom and a white screen. If you don't do that, it won't display correctly. Again, I'll just change that every time I play the game. I normally leave it on 300 so you can see what I'm doing for my tutorials or when I'm setting up games. I think that's about it. Again, I'll post the links in the description so you can download all that and enjoy. If you get any problems, give me a shout. I'll try and help you out the best I can. Thank you very much.